Everyone, my name's Gemma and I'm the owner of Gemma Redmond Vintage, and I'd like to start by wishing you all a very happy new year. This is my first new arrivals preview of 2026 and I have 8 pieces to share with you today. They range in date from the Art Deco era through to the 1980s, and we've got lots of reds and blues and dual colours in the mix today to show you. Before I begin, just to let you know, a bit of housekeeping, that all these pieces will be being added to the website from next week. I've now caught up with my backlog of pieces to add to the site that I had before Christmas, with it being so busy. And basically, if you'd like to find out more about any of them in the meantime, before they go online, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I can provide you with further images and details, and you're also welcome to make a purchase before they go online too. I'll begin by talking you through what I'm wearing, and for those of you who have been observant whilst I've been talking, you will notice that I am in fact wearing a jewellery set. I have to share with you today what we term as a full parure. That means it's a full set and I have earrings, necklace, a brooch and bracelet. It's really rare to find all the pieces from one set together. This set has obviously been well looked after, well cared for and cherished. It's a set that dates from the 1920s to 1930s, the Art Deco era, and it was made in Czechoslovakia. The design and the stones used are really typical of pieces found from the area during the Art Deco era. So I'll let you have a look at them all first of all. You can see there are these beautiful drop earrings, and then we have a pendant, a matching brooch and a bracelet. They're all detailed with oval cut, mostly multicoloured rhinestones. The stones in the earrings are sort of brown and green, and then we've got more reds and yellows and blues in the rest of the piece as well. So I'll take them off so you can have a closer look now at each piece. The earrings, as you can tell by the way I'm taking them off, are screwbacks. And they are also detailed with colourless paste stones at the top of them too. Each piece is in really lovely condition too. I'll take the bracelet off next. This bracelet fastens with a box clasp and has a safety chain. This sort of design, it's comprised of sort of hammered domes set amongst the colourless, multicoloured stones. It is potentially set by the Niger brothers, who produced much jewellery in Czechoslovakia during the Art Deco era. However, this piece is unsigned, so I will just say it's Czechoslovakian in origin. This brooch is a lovely oval design and has a great secure clasp on the reverse too. You can see the multicoloured glass stones shimmering beautifully and really reflecting the light nicely. This necklace fastens with a barrel clasp and has a really nice detail at the top here with this purple coloured rhinestone, and yes, the shape is so organic and stylish, as you can see. So that's the Czechoslovakian jewellery set from the Art Deco era. Let's move on now. We're going to move forward in time, take a big leap to the 1980s with these beautiful earrings. They're a real statement piece. They were created by Giorgio Armani and feature this almost like beach ball-like design, striped with blue and red, and then this sun-like design at the top here. They are clip-on and the earrings are signed, both signed on the reverse with the Giorgio Armani mark. Many of you will be aware that sadly Giorgio Armani did pass away in 2025. So it's nice to have an example of costume jewellery produced by Armani, as due to his passing away, pieces are getting more and more sought after and more collectible. As you can see, the colours really pop. They work very well with denim, and yeah, these are not too heavy either. They may appear it, but they aren't. They are made from a silver tone metal, and then these designs are made up of enamelled panels here. Next, on the theme of red and blue, I have a brooch for you, and this is again Czechoslovakian in origin. This piece is actually stamped made in Czechoslovakia on the reverse. As you can see, we've got a bug depicted here, and bug brooches are extremely popular amongst costume jewellery collectors. This piece is detailed with blue and red rhinestones, and it's made from brass and probably dates from the late 1940s to 1950s. You can see that the blue stone is open back mounted too, so that the light shines through really nicely. It's quite characterful, this piece, in that he has the bug has chunky legs and little paste stones for eyes, so it's really sweet. Next, let's move on to another necklace. I'll take the Armani earrings off, and then I can get the necklace on easily. So we're moving from Czechoslovakia now to France, and this necklace will be instantly recognisable to some of you as being a piece by Louis Rousselet. It dates, it's around circa 1930, and you can see that it's detailed with the lustrous faux pearls that Louis Rousselet was famed for, and then these lovely filigree panels here within the necklace, and these studded cappings, which are very typically found on Rousselet jewellery for the beads. It fastens with a bolt ring. So I'll just pop it on for you. As you can see, it's a really good length as well, not too long, not too short, and sits really nicely in a V neck. So let's move on to a pair of earrings, which are a great match for the necklace. These are very Rousselet in style. I would say they're 1940s and potentially by Rousselet. They do have a nice filigree backing on them. Which is typical of Rousselet work. And then we've got the lovely, again, lustrous faux pearl at the centre, surrounded by this halo of seed pearls on each earring. I'll clip them in, and you can see how nicely they work and complement the necklace. A pair of pearl earrings, however, is a really classic design, so they'd work with anything, worn alone with a blazer and a t-shirt, or sort of for evening too. And these clips are exceptionally comfortable as well, so they could be worn all day too. Next, let's move on to a really interesting piece. This is a fabulous American costume brooch, and it dates from circa 1960. It depicts a bird of paradise, and some of you may recognize this piece as potentially being an example of the work of Marcel Boucher. This piece is, however, unsigned, so I will say that it's potentially a Marcel Boucher design. It features the same type of stones that we see in the signed Bird of Paradise brooches, and almost identical construction markings to the gold plating on the front and the gold plating on the rear. However, it is unsigned. The Boucher stamp should be somewhere down here if it were a Boucher piece. However, I cannot find it. It's smooth slightly as if it was made for a stamp to be put there, but unfortunately there isn't one. It is almost identical in design to the signed Marcel Boucher Bird of Paradise brooches. It's detailed, as you can see, with these really rich blue and green cabochons, colourless rhinestones and ruby red rhinestones, and it's got such an elegant and striking shape and form. There's sort of no chunkiness to the bird. It's really fluid. The Marcel Boucher birds are extremely collectible, particularly those he created in the 1940s, but a lot of his designs were reissued by him in the 1960s, and this is one that's strikingly similar to a reissue from circa 1960. It's, as you can see, a really impactful statement piece, and the fastening pin is nice and long and secure as well. It's also in wonderful condition. Next, let's move on to a pair of earrings. I will take these ones off so I can show you them. These are Art Deco paste earrings, colourless paste, circa 1920, and detailed with blue glass oval cut stones at their base, which are open back mounted, so the light really shines through. I'll just hook them in so you can see how they look worn. The great thing about these, for those of you who don't like clip-ons, is that they are for pierced ears. Just give them a twizzle so you can see how they look. They hang really nicely, very elegant in design, perhaps perfect as something blue for a bride or a special occasion that requires sparkly earrings, but I think you could wear them for day with denim too. My final piece is this wonderful dress clip, and it was created in Paris by a company called Renelle, which has been quite difficult to find any further information out about, in the 1930s. It's stamped on the reverse here, and you can see that the clasp is hinged, and perhaps perfect for wearing at the base of a V-neck, like I'm doing just here. Okay, that's my selection of pieces to show you this week. Just to recap, I have this fabulous 1930s French dress clip, this Louis Rousselet 1930s necklace, these Art Deco paste and glass earrings, this Czechoslovakian 1940s bug pin, these Giorgio Armani 1980s statement earrings, this American-made Bird of Paradise, potentially Marcel Boucher brooch, circa 1960, these 1940s faux pearl ear clips, and this Czechoslovakian parure dating from the 1930s too. I hope you've enjoyed this week's selection. Thanks very much for joining me again, and I'll look forward to seeing you for more new arrivals as the year goes on. Take care. Bye bye.